The Biden administration wants to massively grow the World Bank to compete with China. As always with Washington's galaxy of taxpayer-fleecing international organizations, hold on to your wallet. The other day, the Financial Times of London published a breathless write-up of the Biden administration's new plan to expand the World Bank by tens of billions of dollars per year. That money, of course, comes from you. Biden's cronies dress it up in sweet nothings about global inequality, but everybody knows why they are doing it: China. For years now, China has been eclipsing the World Bank when it comes to bribing and bailing out third world countries, lending out $125 billion every year versus a puny 40 for the World Bank and friends. To put that in perspective, Ukraine got $100 billion in 2 years, that's 50 per year, while the World Bank is giving out 40 every single year, which Biden wants to increase, and has been handing out money since 1944. Now, the World Bank, together with the IMF, were originally set up in 1944 to lend money to poor countries. In theory, to help those countries get rich, but in reality, so the US could control them. Pretty much what China is doing today. In theory, that money would be repaid, but of course these are government loans, so they are defaulted and the billions written off, converting the World Bank from colonial enterprise into just another money siphon from middle-class Americans to third-world dictators. Enter China, which decided it liked the original colonialism idea, so they ramped up spending. The Chinese were popular since, as the Wall Street Journal puts it, quote, they don't ask awkward questions about corruption, human rights, or environmental impacts. Or, as Larry Summers colorfully put it, China comes to Africa with a checkbook, the US comes with a lecture. Final twist, Chinese banks actually started pulling back lending last year because they are rediscovering that political loans to third world dictators don't get repaid. You may as well kiss those hundreds of billions goodbye. US taxpayers, sadly, don't have a choice. The World Bank tells us how much to give them. So what's next? Brought to you by Unchained. What's next is yet more trillions to failed international organizations like the World Bank, on top of our permanent wars that seem to breed at this point. A few months ago, I did a video on the globalist push to hand out north of $5 trillion to third world dictators in the name of climate. So another $100 billion for the World Bank is chump change. They will be back for more. How to fix it? Simple. The US should pull out of the entire 1944 order. The World Bank, the IMF, the United Nations. These were a bait and switch on the American people that put us in chains and siphons our wealth so woke ideology can be exported to Africa. There have been many empires in history, but it is hard to find one quite so stupid as today's American empire, which literally pays our tributaries, fleecing our own people at the behest of a tiny donor class and their pet third world dictators. Okay, we'll be watching. See you next time.